Getting a little festive, so let me just sip on my pumpkin latte. Hey guys, I'm Devin de Lima. As I mentioned in my last video, I go to college right now. I have not gone to just one college. I have kind of hopped around the US and gone to different schools and gotten different types of education from different types of universities. There are some things though that I just, for the life of me, having been in college for much longer than I should have been, I just don't get. Number one, tuition. I understand tuition to an extent. You need to pay for these services that are being supplied to you. What I don't understand is why tuition is so damn high. And as proof of that, I'm gonna look up some facts right now on my computer to see what is the tuition for at the first college that I went to. So I found the site, the actual website for this college, and let's just look at how the tuition breaks down. $40, all right, just to apply. Now let's see how many students go there. At the time of making this video, and at the last time that they updated their freshman FAQs on their website, 2,600 undergraduates go to that college. That is $104,000. And that's only the people that they accepted. At the time of making this video on their website, it says that the tuition for this campus is $37,260. Now let's times that by how many people that they say are on campus. That is according to what they have provided me with this information on their own website, that this college is taking in $96,876,000. Now of course, not all that money's gonna be pocketed. I mean, I'm not even talking about residence halls, I'm not talking about food services, I'm not talking about the technology fees, I'm not talking about, let's even look at this, like the utility fees. Okay, so according to a website about college facts, it's saying that the actual instructional faculty is about 378. That means that theoretically, if it were to all be divided up evenly, which we all know it won't be, but if it were to be, all those teaching faculty members would be paid around $250,000 a year. That's not gonna happen. I just don't understand why when I went to this college, our sidewalks were crumbling. I had to share a bedroom. Why would I have to share a bedroom with someone when I'm paying that much money? And maybe it's not even me, it's someone who gave me a grant, someone who gave me a scholarship. I don't understand college tuition. I am right here just trying to make sense of it. I get that people are being paid at different pay rates. I understand that they have to be able to do the upkeep of the buildings, but I'm just in this one particular college in itself, that wasn't happening. I never saw construction on site. There was a sign there for 2 years that said new building coming in the fall that never came. So I don't know where all this money is going, and I feel like that's very similar to a lot of colleges. To me, if you're paying something, you are consuming a product. I am a consumer of this education. I am paying for this education. If this education is not giving me the right and direct value amount of what I wanted, I should be able to get my money back. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about tuition because it's pissing me off. Number two, absences. There are some colleges that I've gone to where in the program it is mandated that you do not miss 2 or 3 classes, and on like the 3rd or 4th missed class you automatically fail. To an extent I understand this. Let's use a coffee shop example. So I order a cup of coffee and I don't get it because I just leave. I never show up for it, whatever. If I come back the next day, who are you to deny me my cup of coffee even though I'm still willing to pay for it? Or in the sense of college, I've already paid for it. It is my decision whether to show up or not. I feel like it should be down to the professor's discretion whether or not this person has mastered the skill sets necessary to pass on to the next higher level of education. And if they have not, then fine, yeah, they fail. Number 3, rude professors or teachers. I've never understood this. I've luckily had very limited experience with this, but there are some teachers or professors who just think that because they get to teach a class that they are better than all their students. And the truth is that you are not. It would be like me having to teach someone at my job how to do something. That doesn't make me better than them. It just means that I have the skills already, they don't, and I am being paid to teach them these skills. I think colleges to me fail at the customer service aspect a lot. I will never understand people who work at a university, whether they're teachers, administration, or they work in billing, or they work in financial aid, or anything like that. They work in the cafeteria, whatever. I don't understand being rude. I just don't, because you wouldn't have a job if these kids were not applying for this school, and you wouldn't have a job if you're an instructor. You wouldn't have a job if these kids were not signing up for your class. Number 4, parties. When I went to college, I will admit, I was a partier. I turned 18, I moved 1,000 miles away from home, and I was like, let's go. But as I get older, I'm looking back now, and I'm thinking, that was just weird. Now, it's hard for me to understand the idea of having such a huge event with so many people that you don't even get to know anyone. It's funny because it feels like college in itself is a lot of times children pretending to be adults, and by that I mean I fall under this category all the time. They are people who think that they're adults and are struggling to act adult in different circumstances, but they're not given the right tools or resources to actually be adults. Therefore, you get social events like parties where people are acting like 12-year-olds, but then, we gotta make sure that we're networking. It's a very weird thing. Number 5, and the last one, is fraternities/sororities. Now, no offense to anyone who actually are a part of these. This is something that I've never really understood. I've never understood the culture of it. And please comment below if you are a part of one. I want to know, because this is something that genuinely interests me. It's something that I've just never understood. I have a very limited experience with it. I understand it as paying for friends, which I'm sure it's not just that. I don't understand the idea of being stuck with the same group of people, the same identity, potentially for the rest of your life. I just feel like it's limiting. I just feel like fraternities and sororities, there's so much potential to have negative stigmas attached to them. It's just hard for me to rationalize in my head of why I would want to participate in one, but I don't know. Maybe it is something that's really bonding and it's really great, and maybe that is something that people genuinely enjoy, is the gelling together for the rest of their lives, that they have this unity, this spirit, this camaraderie. And maybe it's just something that I just don't get and I never will get. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's hard for me to wrap my head around. Alright guys, that's all I have time for today, but I just want to, after my last video, be more real. And I'm not saying I'm gonna get rid of like the sketch comedy things on my channel. I'm still trying to figure out, I guess, what my brand is or whatever. But I just want to be realistic. That means that sometimes I'm gonna say opinions that not everyone's gonna agree with, and I can't be scared as a content creator to not put my own opinion out there, because then I'm just gonna be a shadow of what I feel like other people want me to be. And that's not okay for me, and that's not right for my viewers either. Before you go though, I will promote something. I believe it's going on sale this week, the November issue of Alternative Press. This month's issue has some words in it that I wrote. So I'm very excited. As someone who is a fiction writing major, I'm very, very excited to see my name printed somewhere. It is one of the first things that have been tangibly published with my name on it, and I'm very proud of it. So if you guys would like, you can go pick it up. I'll leave a link down in the description. So if you like me, yes, if you support what it is that I'm doing, feel free to go check this out. I mean, even if you go into the Hot Topic and just flip through and find it, that's cool. Yeah, and just let me know if you guys see it. And if you do, tweet me at Devin de Lima. Yeah, just let me know what's up. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Saturday for a brand new video. Later. This is all about my experiences in United States colleges. What? Faculty, and I mean,